Hello everybody, Rabbi Nancy with you, wanting to sing some Passover songs so that we can get our spirits moving toward our festival of renewal, of leaving places of constriction into places of freedom. So one of the songs I might do with you comes from the Passover Songbook from Congregation Beth, Shalom, and it has to do with how we prepare. Cleaning and cooking and so many dishes, out with the chametz, no pasta, no knishes, fish that's gefiltet, horseradish that stings. These are a few of our Passover things. Matzah and karpas and chopped up charoset, shank bones and kiddush and Yiddish neurosis, Tante who fetches and uncle who sings. These are a few of our Passover things. Motzi and maror and trouble with pharaohs, famine and locusts and slave with wheelbarrows, matzah balls floating and eggshells that cling. These are a few of our Passover things. When the plagues strike, when the lice bite, when we're feeling sad, we simply remember our Passover things, and then we don't feel so bad. So, how about that? We're getting ourselves ready. Here's another one. Take me out to the Seder. Take me out to the Seder. Take me out to the crowd. Feed me some matzah and kosher wine. We'll dine and have a good time, for we'll root for Moshe Rabbeinu and our crossing of the Red Sea. For it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of wine. We rejoice that we became free. Okay. Do you know any of the songs? Avadim Hayinu means once we were slaves and now we're free. Avadim Hayinu, Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Let's try that one again. Avadim Hayinu, Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin. Avadim Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Oh, you know, there's a great song about frogs. Yeah, frogs are green, mostly, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank Rick Snyder for helping put this together. My comments directed toward him and all of you. So, a frog in Hebrew is a tzfardea. It is one of the 10 plagues. One day when Pharaoh woke in his bed, there were frogs on his head and frogs in his bed. Frogs on his nose, frogs on his toes, frogs here, frogs there. Frogs were jumping everywhere. Let's do the pastor. One day when Pharaoh woke in his bed, there were frogs in his head and frogs in his bed. Frogs on his nose, frogs on his toes, frogs here, frogs there. Frogs were jumping everywhere. You know, when we go through the Haggadah, we recognize that there are certain songs that are the top hits. And one of them has got to be Dayenu. Dayenu means enough. It would have been enough. And we think about the times that we're in right now, and there's so much that's off and confusing. but we have so many things that are giving us comfort. Being able to communicate with one another this way is a sense of comfort, gratitude. Dayenu. 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 Love that one. Rick, is that a favorite of yours?
Absolutely.
I think we should sing Manishtana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this night different from all other nights? So we never forget that we were slaves. We must tell the story of our deliverance on a spring night all of your life, just as I am telling you tonight. Now usually it's the youngest one who sings this. So, but I think under the circumstances, we can all sing it. Like this. Manishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot, mikol halelot, shebechol halelot anu ochlim chametz umatzah, chametz umatzah, halayla asks about why we eat matzah. Other nights we can have bread. Why do we eat just matzah? We remember that we eat matzah because we left Egypt and we didn't have time to hurry to make bread. The next one talks about what kind of vegetables. You know, we love to eat vegetables, but on Pesach we make sure that we have maror, horseradish, so that we remember the bitterness of when it was bad. We have to know bad from good so that we know what to leave. And so the maror, we're supposed to taste that and feel that bitterness between our teeth. And then the third one asks, how many times do we dip? And you know, when we dip the parsley into the salt water, and then we also dip the matzah with the charoset. Those are two dippings. And these are all beautiful teachings of how we remember. How do we remember? What do we remember about that salt water? Well, that was tears. What do we remember about that parsley? That's life. And we are able to combine those two things and continue. And what is the message of the charoset with the maror and the matzah? That we can take those symbols together, and while they have connections to difficulty, when we combine them thoughtfully, we can eat them and remember. And the last one has to do with how we sit. At Passover, we are royalty. When we pour wine or juice, we should make sure that we pour other people's and they pour for us as well. And so when we can sit upright or we can rest, and reclining is the way to do a Seder. So you want to bring one of your favorite pillows to the table. Let's see. Every single Passover, we remember Elijah the prophet. Elijah the prophet comes to us at Passover, Havdalah, and he is said to come to us when there is the welcoming of a baby boy on the 8th day of Brit Milah. So Elijah's pretty busy. And Miriam, Haniviyah, Miriam the prophetess, when she comes in, there's joy. She brings a tambourine, she dances, she's lovely. And so as a combination, Elijah and Miriam is a blessing. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera veyamenu, Yahamo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Miriam Haniviyah, Oz bezimra begada, Miriam tirkoditanu, litagel et haolam. Let me think. You know, another Passover song that we do here at Beth Shalom is called the circle dance. It's called Circle. And we usually conclude our Passover Seder here with this. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us in prison. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. say Bashana Haba'a Yerushalayim, it means next year in Jerusalem. Next year, Be'ir Shalom, in a place of peace. We pray for that for our entire world. Wherever we are, there should be shalom, there should be wholeness, there should be health, there should be a freedom of this worry, of this sickness. And we pray for a time where all of us can remember the lessons of unity that come from this very difficult time, and that we can carry that with us when times are safe to be together. Lishana haba'a, lishana haba'a, lishana haba'a b'Yerushalayim. Lishana haba'a, lishana haba'a, lishana haba'a So I wish you all happy preparation for Passover and a spirit of renewal that flows through you and your home as we get ready for a better time.